Hello, so this is everything you need to know about scholarships. In its simplest form, a scholarship is a monetary gift that an organization gives to an individual based on a set of standards. Scholarships occasionally ask pointed essay questions, but more often the prompts are designed to allow for a broad array of accepted responses. As you are well aware, higher education can be costly. According to the most recent studies available from the National Center for Education Statistics, the average cost of tuition fees, room and board for undergraduate students attending four-year degree-granting institutions ranges from $19,488 for an in-state student attending a public institution to $41,468 at a private institution. Financial aid is available for students who need it, but most often this comes in the form of loans, which eventually need to be repaid with interest. Luckily, there are ways to negate this reality. You can reduce the initial amount of loans you take out by obtaining scholarships and grants. So what are scholarships and grants? In its simplest form, a scholarship is a monetary gift that an organization gives to an individual based on a set of standards. The term grant is often used interchangeably, but generally grant is used to denote a need-based monetary gift, which takes into account you and your family financial situation, whereas a scholarship award is based on merit. In this guide, I'll cover that. Scholarships vary in their distribution through most are intended to apply directly to funding education. More straitened scholarship may come with a contingency that the award money be only used toward tuition, whereas others, scholarships may allow award money to be put towards books or living expenses while you're in school. Excuse me. So what about the scholarship trap? There is a common cautionary tale about a scholarship award might actually reduce the amount of money a student will receive from the school's own grant program. Indeed, federal rules require schools to factor in outside sources of financing, scholarships included, when determining a financial aid packet. As a result, when a student wins a private scholarship from an outside source, the school could reduce the financial aid package by the amount of the award. This is usually referred to as an over-award by schools or displacement by scholarship providers. Though you may find such policies unfair, you should not let an over-awards dissuade you from applying to scholarship. Depending on the school's policies, an over-award might be remedied by shrinking the loan portion of a student's financial aid package, as opposed to the grant portion. You should check with your school to know what to expect. So, who is eligible for scholarships? Perhaps you're worried about competing against other students who may have better grades, higher test scores, or more impressive extracurricular activities. If so, there's good news for you. Merit is a broad and subjective term. Merit-based scholarships are indeed awarded to individuals who best meet given qualifications, but merit can be measured in countless ways and applied to a wide range of activities. Your job in an application process is to identify your merits and put them on display. Remember, scholarships generally have a narrow focus, seeking to reward certain accomplishments, fund particular projects, assist a group of people, or identify and promote specialty niches. Some common targets include older or returning students or adult-focused education, athletes, minority groups, people with disability, religious groups, women, students, students of military families, foreign families wishing to study in the U.S., domestic studies, wishing to study internationally, need-based or financial aid, special skill or technical focuses, community-based or career-specific. So where can I find scholarships? So at Eastern Maine Community College, for example, we use the site iGrad, which I showed off a little bit in a different video. But the financial aid office at your school is likely equipped with tools and resources to help you or your child, if it's your child you're trying to help, find scholarships and apply to them. It may have libraries of books, catalogs, or posting of scholarships, and computers you can use to search. There are many websites devoted solely to searching for scholarships. It is useful to conduct a few broad searches of government ones to get an idea of the types of scholarships available. But remember, the goal is to find scholarships that are looking for applicants like you. Additionally, there's scholarship search tools that you can use. If a website or search engine offers advanced search functions, do limit your search as much as possible, but be creative as well. Think of synonyms for terms you search, and try multiple combinations of words. It can't hurt to consult a thesaurus on this topic. An often overlooked method of finding scholarship is to actually take an initiative and ask around. Member of a club or association, see if any scholarships are available. Some jobs even offer scholarships. For example, your school's alumni association may be inclined to help those from their alma mater, or your employer, as I've mentioned. And also be wary of scams. You may come across a few in your scholarship search. Some red flags of the website that are guaranteed you'll receive financial aid or a scholarship, or ask you to pay. You shouldn't be expected to pay money to receive an award. So how should I organize my scholarship search? You'll be wondering, with an immense amount of information, and it is crucial to stay organized by writing down important dates, deadlines, contact information. I had a chart that I use. So on your tracking sheet, what you'll want to keep track of is the name of the scholarship, application requirements, the preferred method of submission, contact information, deadlines, columns for tracking progress, notes, or any other research that you have to be done on the scholarship or scholarship committee. So how do I apply for scholarship? Most scholarships will require the student to complete an application form, write an essay, or even complete an interview. So here's what to expect. Excuse me. The application form. This is the easy part. You've done your research. All you need to do is follow the directions. Since the process of filling out applications can be time-consuming and possibly daunting in volume, be sure to use your centralized tracking sheet to prioritize. You should take into account the amount of effort required for each scholarship. Follow a schedule and concentrate on one application at a time. Follow directions. This is important. As mentioned above, scholarship applications are very particular in their requirements. You must provide exactly what you are looking for, or you may be disqualified. Formalize your tone. Whenever there is an opportunity to write a response to a question, as in a short answer section, mirror the tone and language of the scholarship. Answer all optional questions as well. So writing the essay, this part there's going to be, do your brainstorming ideas, do your research, a note of conformity, pretty much conform, your essay in a traditional way. Editing, get someone to help edit it. If you've got to do an interview, practicing might, help. Prepare yourself with some interview questions. Prepare to fear-free questions for the interview as well. Not only does this demonstrate your interest in an organization, but also to show that you're thinking critically. On the day of the interview, dress professionally and be personable. So, happy scholarship hunting.